for trading.
So welcome to the show, everyone. We are having so much fun here again in our brand new studio that we're still working on. We don't know which room we're going to be in over here, but we're really excited about it. And everyone knows that I made it possible for everybody to talk about themselves on the radio. And that's what we're doing right here with everyone. And I'm going to bring on my first guest who's been with me before. I love networking, and that's what we're doing here. I have with me Joe McDonald. He's the executive director of Gold Canyon Heart and Home. And he also has with him Naji, and you are the outreach coordinator of the and Veterans Liaison. I said it right?
Absolutely.
And welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do.
Well, as you said, I'm the executive director of Gold Canyon Heart and Home. What we do is we try and do community betterment projects of all types. We focus on recovery from catastrophic events, PTSD, addiction recoveries, other things. We help people with reentry issues. We also do some things for families that are in distress, that sort of thing. And my main focus, I recently was made their executive director. My focus originally was as their director of alcoholism and addiction programming. So
You cover it all.
Well, we're
actually.
We're small and growing.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about Gold Canyon Heart and Home and what it's all, because you're here for a purpose. And I got involved because I just thought it was so neat, right? So tell everybody a little bit about, Gold Canyon Heart and Home and what it's about, but also about what an age disruptor is, so you can explain that.
Well, we partnered with AARP this year and their age disrupting event, and we decided we were going to hike the 7,700 miles of the Appalachian Trail.
Better you than me.
The Pacific Crest Trail and Continental Divide Trail. And anyway, we started that project, and I brought Naji more to talk about that today because he actually hiked a portion of the Appalachian Trail for us.
At what age?
I was 71 at the time. I turned 72 a couple weeks ago.
Wow, well, happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you.
And congratulations. All right, we got to talk about that because it's really neat that you did it.
Okay.
Right? So let's talk about that, but also tell everybody what you mean by an age disruptor, because that's something that we've been talking a lot about.
Absolutely. Well, most people think that when you get 50 years old, you need to be in the recliner or laying in the bed somewhere. You shouldn't be hiking. You shouldn't be out playing handball, racquetball, tennis.
How many people out there that are listening are thinking, no way, that's not the way I want to be? There's some people out there, but now we know that our age, I'm a senior. The seniors today that are 62 and on up or whatever, 55 or whatever, you're not aged. You are all age disruptors out there that are
Absolutely.
working, that are doing things, that are hiking. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you are a senior and you're doing stuff and not sitting on the couch, you're an age disruptor.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
And people need to know that. Just get out and live life. That's what we want people to do. You know what I mean? And the more active you are, the better your body and your mind will feel.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Now, how can people get involved with, your company and they want to see it, they want to tell everybody what it's... First, why don't you tell them your story of what it was like?
Well, we started in Stone Mountain, Georgia. My program coordinator, Joe Chipetta, he started it. I came on in Tennessee and went all the way up to Massachusetts. The people that we met along the way, America has some great people you've never met before. And a lot of people were out there on the trail simply because they were suffering from some type of trauma, some type of PTSD, whether they lost a parent, a child, a sibling. And when you're out there on that trail hiking, just the openness, getting back in touch with nature, the camping out, the camaraderie, it's just mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot to say?
What?
We're live on Facebook, so I want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to be sharing the show afterwards, and everybody loves that. It's a new studio, so I got to get used to talking on a different side here. That's what's really funny.
You're magnificent.
Well, thank you so much. So we're live on Facebook, so everybody out there that's listening, there's a lot of people out there that watch on Facebook now, too, and a lot of them are seniors, right? They're seniors
Absolutely.
using their phones better than ever now, and wherever you're watching it. So congratulations to you on what you've been doing. And I also want to talk to you a little bit about how you did it. How did you get, how far did you hike?
Well, I didn't hike really that far. I really
There's only a certain amount that a senior's going to walk,
Well, not only that, we had many people hiking along with us, and I was dealing with the support vehicle, making sure that they could get supplies every
Okay.
2 or 3 days, which was important. But it was a tremendous experience. I met veterans on the trail hiking. I met people from ASU, students from ASU, they were hiking the Appalachian Trail. The last guy we met, Wow, that's his trail name. You know, everybody gets a trail name.
What was yours?
Oh, my trail name, we don't even want to talk about.
No, okay, we don't want to talk about it. If it's
mine
bad
was
words, don't
Slowpoke.
cost
Mine
a
was
lot of money.
Slowpoke. Mine was Slowpoke. So, but he
Well,
was
that's
from,
okay. I'd probably be right there with you.
But he was from Australia, and he came from Australia to hike the Appalachian Trail, and he had 600 miles to finish on the Pacific Crest.
That's really neat. Awesome, awesome. So when you were out there, did you have a special diet? How did that work?
Well, with our sponsors, we had some sponsors, Valasta, Live On Labs, Terra Natural. So I took supplements that helped me with inflammation, energy, you know, at my
Let me know what
age.
that was, you know.
Yeah, Curamin and, you know, I mean, for inflammation
And so you
stuff.
got all of that from the sponsors that were helping out. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. Are
Absolutely.
your sponsors on your website?
Yes, they are.
So you could check it out on their
You
website.
go to our website and you hit on their logo, you'll pull up all the information you need to know about our sponsors.
Their website is gchh.org. So that's for Gold Canyon Heart and Home. So gchh.org. Go up there. You can check out all. If you're interested in being an age disruptor, check out this website.
Check
It
it
is
out.
pretty neat. And you have partnership with ARP.
Yeah.
Biggest thing known, and you know, if you're a senior, you know ARP, right?
Absolutely.
So you partnered up with them?
Yes, we did.
Tell them about that.
It's been a great partnership because, again, we just want people to be healthy, you know, mind, body, and soul. And we just don't want people to settle. You know, we get to a point where we get content with just sitting back and doing nothing. We want people to get out and be active.
So did you have PTSD?
Yes, I did.
And this all helped you?
Yeah, I was a Vietnam veteran, and a lot of times you don't know you have PTSD until later on. You think you're all right, but other people know that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So once you realize that, but going out and hiking these trails, I mean, it's just liberating. That's all I can say.
Right.
It's liberating.
You know what's really neat is obviously anyone knows that when you go out, even if you sit by a lake, even if you sit by a pool, you feel good. And it is true when you are by water, when you're hiking and you're doing things that, especially when it's nature, you can't help yourself, but you become so serene and so
Absolutely.
it helps you. It does. And I think that's wonderful. And congratulations to you. You want to
Thank
check
you.
it out on their website, which is gchh.org. We're going to go to break soon. So, but what would you want to say just before we go, Joe?
Well, we want people to enjoy their life, whatever it is. Obviously, the hike was one way to experience recovery from whatever life events you may encounter. We've got lots of other programs that we hopefully will talk about a little bit later for helping people with any kind of recovery issues. And so,
And to get involved.
And get
Guys,
involved.
that's what it's all about. And if you're a senior, if you're a no one, I love that. That's what I love about this show. It's all about information. Check them out. It is gchh.org. We'll be back in just a minute.
If I traded
So welcome back, everyone. And we just heard the ad. We are talking with Joe McDonald, the executive director of Gold Canyon Heart and Home, and Najee, who's also a part of it. And I love what you do because, you know, when I first met you, I was sitting there going, you know, I think I'm an age disruptor. I'm sitting here going 62, and I'm sitting here. I don't think I'm going to stop for a long time. And when I said that to you, you said what?
I said that I'm an age disruptor as well.
Exactly.
And I
Everybody
think
in this whole place is. Go ahead, get closer so we can all hear it.
Yeah, I think that we didn't know what the terminology was until AARP lent their 39 million people to the coined the phrase, and now we all know what it is, and those of us that are refusing to lay down and stop playing are showing up, and we're doing things that at one time we were told we weren't supposed to do.
Well, you know, you have a lot of events that are going on, and so would you like to talk about any of them?
Well, we do want them to know, you know, the core mission of GCHH has always been recovery and local community outreach. We got involved in the big project to bring attention to those things. But we found that a lot of our volunteers around the country felt like they were only the ones that could hike. We've got a lot of activities here in town that people can get involved
what?
in. Well, we do recovery meetings every week that are supported by literally thousands of people, and we have content that's streamed nationally and internationally. So I interact with people all over the world all the time about that kind of thing. And when we speak of recovery at GCHH, we come from a position of neutrality. We're not talking about just addiction and alcoholism. We're talking about family members in distress. We're talking about catastrophic illness. Anybody who's in need, we either know resources or we provide resources, and we always provide some kind of mentorship through those situations. We've interacted with a lot of veterans groups. We've interacted with a lot of addiction groups. We've interacted with a lot of family counseling groups. And all of that needs resource. So if people want to come take part, we would like to have them get on our website and volunteer or donate money or do both.
It's a great time of year to do that. It's almost the end of the year, and it's a tax write-off. So, you know, if you want to get involved anyway, they would love to hear from you. You can check them out on their website. It is gchh.org. That's for Gold Canyon Heart and Home.
That's exactly right.
Okay, and so people that want to, maybe let's say they want to get involved and they want to volunteer, what can they do?
They can answer phones, they can prepare mailings, they can go out and interact. If they have peer experience, we can get them involved in peer training, and we can get them out working one-on-one with people with life experience.
Are you needing anything?
We always are needing things. We support
We
people.
know money, we understand that, but what else?
We are putting people in homes
Furniture.
that are finding them. Yeah, we're looking for
Vehicles.
furnishings.
Do you have that on your website too, what you're looking for too?
We're trying to streamline that. It may not be as obvious as we would like, but we're working on it.
That's okay. Just check it out on the website, because you know what? This is a great, wonderful thing that you're doing for everyone. So it's not necessarily just somebody. Let's say when you say recovery, it doesn't necessarily mean drug or alcohol. It could mean that you have lost a loved one. So, because that's a recovery too. That's a death in a family that sometimes people can't get over. Other things that you do too. What do you do?
People that are coming into awareness of their post-traumatic stress, whether it be from abusive home life or whether it be from military service. We have a whole generation of veterans coming back.
How about people who are becoming seniors that aren't ready for that, or are seniors that are sitting there that are not happy? Maybe they lost their loved one, or they never, like me, I'm going to be alone. What the heck?
We definitely want to talk to them. We want to give them something purposeful to do.
Sure.
And we've got activities from very active to sedentary.
There's a great way to get involved. You can check them out on their website. It is gchh.org. Okay, so other things that you want to get out there. The events that you are having, okay, I know that you're having some that are coming up that are going to be throughout Phoenix.
That's correct. We're going to do a lunch, which is kind of a fundraiser. It'll be a nice lunch.
When is that?
You would ask. I believe it's November the 13th.
Okay.
If that's a Wednesday, if I hit it right,
Next
I
time
didn't
you
write
come on,
that
you get that
down.
information out. It's kind of important.
At Painted Mountain.
And at Painted Mountain Resort, and we're also going to have a golf tournament shortly thereafter. I'll get you those dates.
Perfect, because you're going to be on again, and we can talk about that. Because people could then go on the website and see it, but it's a great way of getting involved. And you don't have to be a senior to get involved. You can be somebody maybe who sees what we're doing, and maybe you have a senior in your life that you believe is awesome, that you think is an age disruptor, like me. So the number that we want them to go on their website, which is
Absolutely.
GCHH. We want you to go there. We want you to check it out. The people that maybe even want to get involved and possibly get sponsorship, can they do that too?
Yes, they can.
Well, how do they do that?
Same way. Go ahead and fill out a volunteer application, which they'll find on the website. And if they want to sponsor us financially, there's a way to do that on the website. There's right on the landing page.
So what's really great about what you've done is because you've partnered up with AARP, the people that are, if I'm not correct, you have to remind me, that are getting involved and that are getting you want to get their word out about their businesses and getting sponsorship. It's actually also through them. Is that correct? It's how does it work?
If they want to partner with us at any level, obviously their logo will go on our website. If they want to partner with us in a major way, then they'll get the utilization of the AARP logo with all of those press releases. And the machine that comes with AARP, when they bring the press out, is pretty impressive. And when they send our name out the first time, it went to nearly 40 million homes.
So this is why I wanted to talk about that. If you're a business out there or you're listening and you're hearing this, what a great way. I mean, talk about marketing. You can get involved with AARP and be through them, through you.
Absolutely.
And doing it at a much lower level in terms of monetary value, right?
That's correct.
Because normally that would be something somebody couldn't even think about. But you've made it possible.
And it's also a tax-deductible donation. So you're getting a media product that's very
It's a
valuable.
double whammy.
And a tax-deductible donation because you're donating to our cause.
That's awesome. Again, you can go up on their website. It's gchh.org. Tell us a little bit more about you and kind of what you would want for some of the people that when you're with the veterans that you work with.
Well, a lot of times people feel alone. You spoke about being alone.
hate being alone.
GCHH is a family. Like I said, we come from a position of neutrality, and we invite everybody in. We don't want anybody to be alone. A lot of people think family have to be a blood relative. We can be your family.
That's really neat that you do that.
Yeah, we can be your family. We see homeless people that we feed because we know they're in need. There's a lot of mental health issues out there. And just to see the gratitude in people's faces, when you help them out, it helps me out more than it helps them. It keeps me going. It keeps me alive. It keeps me feeling, having some relativity in my life.
How about you?
Same thing. It's impossible to give to people who desperately need it, have no way of giving back to you, and not be filled with gratitude for the experience, the
Right.
ability just to bring hope to some people that are in desperate situations.
Right.
And we have real solutions, and we have real commitment, and we would like to share that experience with the public. That's why we encourage people to get in touch with us, and let's put them to work.
Well, we're going to talk more about this the few times that you're on, but the thing is that with people that they're listening to this, you could literally have, I told you, your own show, okay? Because people need to hear what it is that you're doing, and some people out there would love to be able to call in and say, hey, I know somebody who has PTSD. It's in my family. I don't know what to do. You can literally give them information because you're here to give them the resources. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Right?
Correct.
And so you also have people that it doesn't have to be that you're in the military in any way. You could be a first responder. They love you. They want to help. You can just be a regular Joe like me. That if you want to get involved, if you're an age disruptor, if you believe in what we're talking about, get involved some way. I think it's awesome. I love what you're doing, and it's also connected with AARP, which just makes it that much even better. What are your final words?
Please get involved. Please get with us on our website. Tell us how to help you get involved. We want you to feel the purpose that we experience.
It's awesome. I really love it. And that's why I said to you that I think I know people that I think would be able to work with you. And that's why I've talked to you about some of those people, but also because I too want to. I have to be honest. I did say that I would do with Solar Sandy, I would hike. I heard that she was going to hike. I said, I'm going to do it too then, which means about, let's say, a
Doesn't
mile
have to be
maybe.
far.
How far did you do it?
Oh, I did probably about 180 miles.
Wow, I don't think I can handle that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I would try, definitely would try. But you know what I love is getting involved with you guys and loving what you're doing, and that's what they're here for, is to talk about that and to help guys out there that could use some help. That's what they're here for. Again, their website is gchh.org. That's for Gold Canyon Heart and Home.org.